Dungeon masters love to explain the world that they created. As I tell my players, I live here, you visit. At least one of my friends has literally written a book about their D&D world, so it's no surprise that we enjoy explaining the attributes of our world to our players as they discover it. In this video, I will break down these explanations into three admittedly arbitrary groupings: lore dumps, lore drops, and lore drips. I will go over why each is needed, what can go wrong with each, and suggest kind of a best practice. A lore dump is what the characters should know. Imagine how much would need to be explained to someone who just entered our world randomly and we want to explain to them German history. Most characters would know a smattering of the history of their realm they live in, some relevant places to them, like where their bacon comes from, and a surprisingly large chunk of religious lore and tall tales. While not all of this is going to be relevant to the game, there's going to be a lot that is. For example, a history of the Blood War, if given in a game, would be an entire session just spent lecturing and would require copious notes. Unfortunately, most players do not come to your Friday afternoon D&D session wanting to hear a lecture series. And honestly, most of us are not going to remember the details of some past war in a fantasy realm that I see only once a week. Lore dumps are most necessary in the early stages of the game, but they will stay relevant throughout. A good practice here is to make the maps, the histories, the tall tales, and various other lore available as PDF files or something that's accessible to all players in an easily accessible spot like your Discord channel, maybe a special channel just for lore of the world. Skip the lecture and do the dump where it can easily be read when it's needed. A lore drop is what the characters should learn. These are often a few facts that tie events or concepts together. Like if you're explaining that Germany lost a lot of its territory when an Austro-Hungarian duke got assassinated and started a world war. Lore drops take place at the outset or the completion of a quest. They could even be the information that you're seeking during that quest. You may find out that demons and devils have been feuding with each other and this village got ruined because there's some sort of greater conflict going on somewhere in another plane. Unfortunately, the relevance of these lore drops could be missed if it's given out of context, or if it's given when something else important is happening, like a player is being actively mauled by an owl bear. Lore drops are consistent parts of the story, and the importance of them must stand out. A good practice is kind of checking in from time to time whether people are actually following parts of the story and know what's going on in each session. Now, I'm not saying give them exams, but summarize what they've learned about a topic when that topic comes up again to put those pieces together. A lore drip is something the characters want to find out. This is a teaser fact to kind of drive a greater investigation. It'd be like telling someone that the Polish city of Gdansk used to be German, even though it is 364 kilometers away from the German border. Lore drips can occur at any time, but should lead to questions, as finding puzzle pieces should beg the existence of a puzzle somewhere in your house. You might hear a demon curse your tiefling character in a very specific way, referring to their demonic ancestry, and wonder, why does he hate me so much, and why does he know that? Again, these could be very easily missed if a player is focusing somewhere else, or if they just don't catch the relevance of what just got said. Lore drips are very easy to miss because it's only a sentence or two. Kind of like a puzzle piece would be very easy to miss if it's just found in a couch cushion. A good practice is making sure that the affected player is paying attention, that eye contact is made, and that they specifically notice that this is concerning their character. Dungeon masters know the relevance of facts and know where every little fact that they say fits into a greater history and a greater picture. Relating these in a game-specific form is going to be challenging and will vary from table to table. I, for example, love a good lecture on the Elven Wars because I'm just a history nerd. Check in with your players to see if they're also history nerds, or if maybe they want the SparkNotes version or even the Chegg.com version. And make sure that they are picking up what you are putting down, and enjoy those moments where the little puzzle pieces come together and make a bigger picture. Whoa, this is not a lore dump.